Hi everyone, welcome to Summertime News. And this episode is another Monday Blues episode, so we try to pick up your emotions in the very early day of the week, which usually it's the day that we're just a little bit lazy here and there because it's after the weekends. And my name is Sanya, and I'm here with Matt and Iwa, and we're gonna talk about a controversy, I guess if you could say, here in Jakarta about road bikes and their need to have their own lane, or the need for them to, I don't know, I guess kind of like make their own rules. I think from how I'm saying it, you already know where I stand on thing, but in context, this came up because this photo that came up on social media, and I don't know, but I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
So it's these Peloton road bike groups that's just in the Sudirman road,
Yeah.
and then in front of them is a motorcycle that's flipping them, because I think the motorcycles were like trying to get fast. I don't really know the context of that one, but the motorcycle flipped them, and then it became quite a debate on social media on whether or not the road bikes group are arrogant or the motorcycle people are arrogant. So what do you guys think? Because I think I already put up my stance on what I feel.
I'm with you because I don't think like bicycle or like cyclists should take the whole lane on the main road, because obviously it's very danger for them as well with the cars and bikes. It's a main road, and then the government already provide bicycle lane, a specific bicycle lane, and they're not using it, and they're just bike lane is one line, and then these bicycle or group of cyclists take the whole road, like 4 lines. So I don't think it's very makes sense like to have the whole lane. Yeah, it's very danger to them as well as the who's driving the car.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's like they have their own lane, which I think if I were to take the rules from like the US to Indonesia, Jakarta, they have the same thing. Like in the US, there are bike lanes, and bike lanes are definitely something that people use. I think it's only bad if like the bike lanes are blocked, right? Then obviously they're forced to use the other roads. But this one, the bike lanes aren't blocked. Right?
No.
I mean, we should definitely show the picture of what was happening.
Yeah.
I get the photo op, like they were trying to, maybe because they were looking cool. I don't know the full context of it. Was it like just a regular road? Like it wasn't like closed on like car free day.
Car free day?
Right?
No.
No.
Right. Okay. So if it wasn't car free day, then yeah, I don't think that they should have been in the middle of the road.
Yeah. Because if it's car free day, then this bike who's in the picture won't be passing.
Won't be passing. Right. Yeah. So I feel like in that sense, well, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I have a lot of friends who also go on the bikes.
Yeah,
So
me
then,
too. Yeah.
I have a lot of friends, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're doing. Like, who is in the middle of the road?
Yeah.
They say what was happening. Like, was it because it was just a photo op thing, or did they say like these people were just taking up the whole lane?
Usually they take up the whole lane, and that photo is because like usually those kind of road bikes or like that kind of like group, right? There's usually like photographers like placed in specific sections.
Right.
Because I personally went into like a bicycle loop in Bintaro, the Bintaro loop, and usually just like photographers kind of like stand by and they just like randomly just take pictures. So I think that's like the explanation why there's suddenly a photographer that's able to take that picture.
Okay.
But I think it's a spur of a moment thing, because maybe it's not gonna be staged, something like that.
Like, so you think that they've been taking the main road? Like these bicycles have been occupying the main road the whole time?
I think so, or like majority of the road.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that's...
And because of that picture, it became a debate on Twitter, and I'm not gonna say the Twitter handle, but this guy is very persistent that in other countries they are able to accept road bikes in the main road. Why can't
What?
Indonesia
Who?
do it?
Which country?
Which country?
And the one that I
is it?
just which country?
country?
He didn't say, but he was just like,
I don't think so. Because in Amsterdam there's bike
Bike
I've been
lanes,
there.
right?
Bike lanes. No, I've been there, so like I've seen people using the bike lanes, but not on the main road with the car.
So what he said is like, if I translate it very roughly, that road is for everyone. So road bikes can't just go into the lane, in other countries, there's no such complaints. But maybe in a developing country, they don't exercise or.
No, I mean, to be honest, like I feel like in the U.S., yeah, you would see someone like biking on the main road. Like, I feel like it's hard. Like, if I were to put it into context, it's like, yeah, you would see people biking like in the city. You know, like if you go to New York, you've seen
Yeah.
people who would bike, but they wouldn't ever be taking up
The whole lane.
a lane. Like they're not the priority over there.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I hear from like my dad who takes the Sudirman loop, right? They would take up the most left lane.
Yeah.
So there's usually
Yeah.
3 lanes, right? But even then, sometimes they would like go a bit to the right, like that, and then honk, something like that. So what they asked is like, can the government just make a rule where we are able to use I don't know whether or not it says the full lane, but can we use the lane before 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock morning or?
It's 7 o'clock in the morning. But like, okay, I'm like, okay. I mean, they do it in the morning, but then after that, before 7, there's still people that are milling in the road, right?
Yeah.
Like motorcycles or like cars, like that. And the priority for the roads is like the
Right, for motorcycles
and cars.
That's, I mean, okay, so what do you honestly feel though?
I'm
Because
still.
you're like on a motorcycle. POV, I mean, for me as a car person, like, I definitely, I mean, I can get annoyed if they take up, like, if they cause a traffic jam, that's one thing. I
Yeah,
feel like
of
that's
course.
kind of inconsiderate because they do have their own lane.
They're also slowing down because they're on average speed.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. They're way slower, so
Slower
it's like,
than us.
okay, like stay on the left.
Yeah.
Like that's fine. Like maybe if you go out a little bit, you know, we're not gonna be like, oh my God, you have to stay in that line only.
Yeah.
But I think once you're taking up the fast lanes, it's just like in the highway. Like if you're a slow car, what are you doing in the fast lane?
Yeah.
Like move over for people to pass.
I don't know whether or not, I think some part is like they want to turn.
Okay.
Like as a whole group, they want to turn. So they're from the left, so they're going to the right. It could be dangerous, right?
Of
And
course.
like, maybe that's the context of that picture. I don't know.
Maybe,
Because we
maybe.
can't see the full
Yeah.
lane. But
I think from the picture, yeah, he's trying to pass through, and they're like the whole.
They're just blocking all of it.
oh yeah. Okay, this one actually they're taking the whole lane.
See, and the
This
picture
is-
also. So 4 lanes, right? And this group of people are taking the whole lane. So then how the cars passing through?
I think even like the bicycles on the left are okay.
Yeah, the left is fine.
The left is fine. The right, if we're looking at the picture,
these
but
ones.
the one
Yeah.
behind the thing.
So then how can I pass through? How you can pass through, right? Kaya,
Right.
Sa gitu. Like,
Unless it's like the only way I can think of like this being a thing is if which doesn't make sense for the bike, but it's like, you know, if it is Peloton or a marathon or whatever it is, usually you know how like if it is a marathon and then they have to go through the main road to
Yeah.
get to their destination, the police would
Yeah.
block off the road, right?
yeah, at least.
The police would block off the road, but I don't know if that's what happened here. Like,
I don't know. There's no video of like the full
Yeah,
thing,
video.
right? But for me, if I happen to see them in the road or we're using the same road, I would just be concerned of both of our safeties.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Both safeties.
Yeah.
And
Cause like you don't know when are they going to kind of like
Brake
turn.
or turn.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna be
Indicator.
like driving and like trying to look at them, always look at them and see whether or not they're going to turn.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And they're so much slower. And if you're going on a faster speed and then they take your lane, yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
But I definitely think like if the case is that they're not in a marathon or peloton, like and the police isn't
Yeah, at
blocking
least there's
the
a
road.
police, no?
Yeah, like if there's a police blocking the road, then that makes
Yeah, that
sense.
makes
Like there's a what do you call that? Patrol.
Patrol.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's fine, but I don't know in this case, because
Yeah.
if it's not that way, then that's just really inconsiderate, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I was this guy. I'll become viral with my Vespa.
Actually, like that guy, you can see the plate number is like AA.
I
AA
can't
is
see it.
like
Eh, di mana? Where is
AA
it?
is Banten.
Banten?
Banten area, but Banten like far left area. That's AA, and like the people, I don't know whether or not it's from that particular
Yeah.
peloton group or road bike group, but like people are like, oh, maybe he's like late for work, blah blah blah, and then like late for work in like in a mocking way. like said it in a mocking way. I mean, I read it in a mocking way, and then like someone searched his like plate numbers and see whether or not he has filed his taxes or not, like that. I saw it on Twitter and it was like, I mean, both of you are wrong, but you're taking like such a high, feels like they're on a high horse because like, oh yo, we're like a group or something. I have my own distaste of like that because like it's quite dangerous if you're, especially also if you're riding a bike too with like those like riders.
Right.
Those like riders around. It's like I'm the type to kind of like lean to the right a bit if I bike.
Yeah.
And like they go very, very fast. On a road level, they go very fast.
Right.
So like it's quite dangerous too, and they would shout at me like, misi, kiri, kanan, kayak gitu. It's like, it startled me. So I have my own personal experience with
Like
them.
you just don't like them.
Yeah, because it's like, they look cool if they go like,
Yeah.
you know, like fast like that, but you have to see like where the
Surrounding
situation in the
environment,
city.
Yeah, agreed.
Back from our coffee break. First, we have to say that we really went on to the road bikes in the first section. Like we really like, oh yeah, it's your fault, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
But of course, it's not all road bike groups are like that. It's just
Yes.
like some people are more selfish than others, I guess that you can say, like in terms of like, I guess they're right for the lanes and whatever, but not all road bike groups are like that. So we just want to say that because I feel like we really went in on them
All out.
But in terms of the picture that we showed before about like the guy flipping the bird because of the road bike, both of them did actually broke some rules, because for the motorcycles, because they didn't turn on the light, it seems that the motorcycle didn't turn on the light, and that breaks the Pasal 107.
So every motorbike has to
Article.
turn on Every motorbike has to turn on their lights, the headlights.
But even in the daytime?
Even in the daytime. So it indicates like the car can see the bike behind them.
Oh, even in the daytime.
Yeah, daytime.
I see motorcycles who don't turn on their lights even
Yeah.
at nighttime.
Yeah.
So I didn't even
Nighttime,
know
yeah,
at
nighttime
daytime that
turns.
they had to turn it on.
Once I got fined because I forgot to turn on my light, and then the police would say like, "Berhenti, stop, go left." And they're like, "Kenapa Pak? What's wrong Pak?" And then he's like, "Yeah, you forgot to turn on the lights." "Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on the lights." "No, you didn't turn on the lights, so you have to pay now."
How much you have to pay?
So in back, like nyelip 150 because he saw my money on my wallet.
Oh, that's the story.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had to do that.
Yeah.
That's crazy because motorcycles, I see so many who don't turn on their lights
Same.
In daytime.
at night.
At night, that's the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah. Like, because you can't see anything,
Yeah,
you know?
Of course.
You can't see, or people who don't even have brake lights.
Yeah. And the indicator also, like I saw some motorbikes don't have indicator.
Indicator?
Suddenly, like he stops without the no lights and then want to go right.
Yeah.
No, like I honk him.
Crazy. No, even there are cars who are like that too, who their brake lights aren't on. Like
Yeah.
that's also you can get fined for that in the US.
Of
But I don't
course,
know.
yeah.
But here, I don't know how they can. Like you can cause accidents because
course.
when you hit the brake
Yeah,
without
like
the brake light.
sudden
Yeah,
brakes.
there's a few cars like that over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so first turn on,
Have to
that
turn on the
person
lights,
didn't turn
even
on the
though
lights.
it's daytime.
It's daytime. And then the motorcycle also broke the Article 108, number 22, the year
Yes.
2009, where motorcycles needs to be on the left side of the road. What do you think of that rule?
Everyone goes left and right.
I think maybe they're just picking up.
Picking up, right?
Picking up, but yeah, he has a grudge.
Yeah.
No, I mean, by motorbikes, I see.
Yeah, I see
you
a
see
lot,
left,
yeah.
middle, right. So the police also
Yeah.
sees.
I think maybe this is just nitpicking in
Yeah.
terms of like.
Definitely,
I mean,
yeah.
this is not actually from the police
Yeah, it's from the
statements. This is from an article online
Right,
from Compass. But yeah, those are the two that possibly the motorcycle broke. But also the road bikes broke rules too, because there's also a rule that non-motored
Non-motored
vehicles
vehicles.
are not allowed to be on the main road.
Right. That makes sense.
So
That
they
makes
broke
sense.
that rule, and they also broke the traffic law, Article 299, that if they actually are not in the bike lane, they have to pay 100,000 fine.
Oh, okay.
Or 15 days in the cage, yeah. And they're trying to kind of like, the cyclists are trying to kind of like, so that they should get a little bit of a privilege in the bikes, like maybe like maybe in the morning.
I think kurung as in like the bicycle is obviously the bicycle ditahan.
Yeah.
Okay. Impounded.
Impounded,
Yeah.
yeah. God damn it. Impounded, I think. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Police,
So
right?
one of the reasons why they want to get like a special exclusive rule
Okay.
for them, because if they bike with the road bikes in the bike lane, they can't go as fast as they can, because road bikes are used for very fast, I guess.
Okay.
They want to go very fast, right?
Well, I mean, I feel like that. Okay, like I don't know
Your
who's saying
experience,
this, but I get that road bikes want to go very fast. But that's your like the rule is like you're supposed to be in that bike lane.
Yeah.
I want to go very fast
Yeah.
as a car. I want to go very fast.
Car can 200 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, I'm trying to go very fast, but that's not the law states that I can't be doing 200 kilometers an hour on the regular road. I feel like it's the same thing with a road bike. I don't know where you can do it. Maybe like in the countryside or if you go on a really empty road.
Yeah.
Maybe you could go at that speed. But like them saying like, oh, we want to go really fast on our road bike.
Yeah. And
It's the
then
same-
it's not available.
And not available on these roads is the same thing like saying that I want to go really fast on the main roads with a car. But yeah, why government? Why don't you let me do that? I feel
Yeah.
like that logic doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, you can ask for more lenient like rules, like at 6 a.m. in the morning,
Yeah.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
We could bike in the main road. Like, I feel like that's okay to ask.
Yeah.
But saying that like, oh, I just want to really go fast.
Yeah. So in this article, they said that they requested exclusive treatment so that they are allowed to cross Sudirman Tamri Road on certain days and hours.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get that they want to, I guess, ask that because it's
Yeah.
for safety too. But then
Right.
some people are not. I don't know. I haven't experienced like them actually in the Sudirman Road, but they have a lot of different bicycle loops around Jakarta.
Right.
And just they pick one that is one of the main roads in Jakarta, which is the Sudirman. So it brought a lot of conversations about whether or not they are allowed to do this, whether or not they can cross. They said that if they can cross the road, so it means
Right.
that they are from like the left and going to the right. But as the picture stands, it doesn't actually
Seem like they're
look
trying
like
to
they're trying to
cross.
cross.
Lane.
But I don't know, maybe this is in benefit of doubt. Maybe it's in car free day, but car free day there's no motorcycles, right?
Because on the left side of the picture, there you can see the cars, and bikes.
Yeah, because Sudirman is a main road. Like, it's really difficult for you to be able to cross.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. It's a
Tough
tough situation. But I think at the end of the day, like, for sure, everyone, I think, like, in the safety reasons, like, there definitely should be some things that they could do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
safety is always a good thing, but but not the fast thing. Like, that for me was like that for me was just like, it was kind of stupid.
So we're at the end of this episode. I guess some road bike groups are really pushing their limit in terms of the acceptance of road bikes in Jakarta roads, especially the Sudirman Tamrin Road, which is one of the main roads here in Jakarta. So that's the end of our Monday Blues episode. Hope you like it. Apologize in advance for any road bike group individuals that are listening to this, but or anyone that may feel offended of what we have said here.
Yeah.
We apologize in advance and see you on the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Later.
Stay healthy, stay beautiful.